Hello and welcome to Unreal Session 6. And in this session I'm going to be covering mostly about capture the flag maps. So as you can see here, I have my guy to make sure that he scales with the rest of my level, and I've made a relatively small kind of setup for capture the flag. Well, the first thing you want to do to make the map a capture the flag map is you're going to want to go to File, Save As, and we'll call this, I already named it CTF Test, but I'll just call this CTF 1v1, like that. And now the map is recognized as a capture the flag map. But what makes a capture the flag map? There's certain elements that make a capture the flag map. For one thing, there needs to be 2 flags to capture. So the way we do this is if we go to the content browser and we go to actor classes under the navigation point over objective, UT game objective, UT CTF base, UT CTF base content, we have the ability to choose between 2 flags, a blue team and a red team. So I'm going to click this guy, right click here and add CTF blue flag base. Right? You see this blue arrow, that means it's facing that direction, so I'm going to rotate it so that it's facing the opposite team. Let's see, the blue flag is facing this way. I'm going to go to the other side. Going to add the red flag here, and as you can see, it's already facing the direction I want it. And let me just align this stuff here, make sure that it seems pretty even. I'll center this a little bit, like right here, and I'll center this guy right here. So now we have the 2 flags. They're both equal distance of each other, and if I build the map really quickly here, oh, don't crash, don't crash. Oh, there it goes. Sorry about that. Might want to fast forward this part of the video or something. So if I right click, play in here, we have the red flag, and if we go to this side, we'll have our blue flag. And we can take our flag really quickly here, and you can see it works when I touch the red flag. Alright, so now that we know how to make our flags, there's another aspect to our capture the flag map that we're going to need to do, and that's placing player starts. Now in a CTF match, you can't really place a regular player start because then it doesn't matter what players spawn in there. There's a regular player start. So you're going to need to put in a special player start, a team player start. And where that is if you go to the content browser, go to actor classes, and again go to navigation point, player start, you have a UT team player start. This is what we need here, right? And I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to add our UT player start here. Bad size means it's just colliding with something. So if I hit the end key, here we go. And he's going to spawn facing the wall, so I'm going to spawn him facing this way. So we have a red team spawner over here, and I guess I'll add a red team spawner over here. I probably can center this better if I put this over here, like this. There we go. And a red team spawner over here. So I'm going to take this guy, put him over here. Here, lift him up a little bit, press N key to make it. And now I've added 3 spawners that are by default red team. Now I have another team here, blue team. So just like before, I'm going to add a UT player start here, which by default will also make it red team. So let me just align this over here. He's already facing not the wall. So if I press F4, over here I have UT team player start. The default team, which is often red, is 0. If I want to make it team blue, I put a 1. And you'll notice that the graphic for the player start has now changed to a blue hue. There is no team 2 because it just turns it back to a default player spawn, or team 3, or so on. So this is only affecting blue and red, 0 and 1. So I'm going to make this blue team. I'm going to hold Alt, copy this, and we'll transfer the same values. Place this guy here. Rotate him so that he's facing this way when he spawns. Yeah, that's good. Hold Alt. And there you have it. So now we have 2 sides. Everyone who's on the red team will spawn in these 3 specific nodes, and everyone who's on the blue team will spawn in these specific nodes. So I'm going to quickly rebuild the map here. Hopefully it won't crash. And I'm going to spawn into this CTF match. Lighting always takes a bit. And there we go. Don't worry about that, that's just nodes. So I'm going to hop into the map. And here I have spawned in one of the spawn points that I would have spawned, which is over here. I could have also spawned here or here. Here's my red flag, and there's my blue flag. And here we have our basic set of capture the flag. But some more things go into it, which is being able to discern where exactly is the flag, because as you noticed when I was in the game, I wasn't really able to tell like where the flag is in comparison to where I am unless I really looked closely at the flag. So it's really hard to tell where the flag is and things like that. So this is where you're going to have to work with some lighting. And a good way to put some lighting into your level is if you go to actor classes and go to light and go to a spotlight, you can create this light that sort of acts like a flashlight, and you can sort of decorate your level using some lighting. So I'll do something along the lines of this, where it's pointing towards the wall. And it's however you guys want to do this. Duplicate this and shine it more towards this way, move it a little more that way. I'm going to select both my lights so I have both their properties selected. I'm going to bring up the properties window. As you can see here in the lights option tab, I can change a variety of things. Over here I can change the brightness I'm going to increase the brightness to 3. Well, actually, how about 10? Yeah, that looks good. And over here, light color, if I click the little light bulb, I'm given an RGB color scale. So since this is the blue team light, I'm going to make this light blue so that by a glance I can see that this is the blue team light. Move this guy in a little closer, move him towards the side, and there you have it. I have my blue team light so that when I spawn in the level, I can tell which side is blue and which side is red. Actually, there's the red side, so hold on a second. Spawn points gave it away. Alrighty. So I'm going to rotate these guys to face the wall. Bring it in a little closer. Bring this guy a little closer. And a little more out. And there I have it. There's my blue team. I'm going to take my 2 lights, going to duplicate them again. This time I'm going to bring them out towards this way for a red team. Once again, I'm going to open the properties tab to change the color. So this is now a red team. So that's like a nice red there. And if I select the lights, I'm facing it towards the wall there. And there. Let me select these lights and pull them back just a little bit. Oops. Made duplicates by accident. Something more that I want. Take this guy and push him a little back. And there we go. So now it's obvious from a glance, the moment I start my level, where each flag is. So let me quickly rebuild the lighting for this level. And when I hop in, I'll have a basic capture the flag map. I have my cover that I can stand behind. I have the 2 flags. And I have something in my level to symbolize where these maps are. Or not maps, but the flags are. So let's hop in here really quick and see what we get. Oops. I guess I can start from here. So here I've spawned. Here's my red. Here's my blue. And that ends the session for making a capture the flag setting for your maps.